So we'll have it. Good day. And today I'm going to start us off with a little reading. This one is from 365 Tao by Digmen Tao. Love this book. And this was actually the reading from yesterday for the July 14th. And I really like it a lot. And I thought I would share it with us today. And the title is Gratitude. I think that's going to be the focus of our day. When you drink water, remember its source. If your spiritual understanding is sound, then you will be constantly aware of the subtleties of life. If you fritter away your concentration on minor entertainment and trivial distractions, then you will never attain a profound level of awareness. It is not the grand, sweeping religious celebrations and the heroic moments in life that are the only important spiritual occasions. Every ordinary moment, every little detail should be a celebration of your personal understanding. Your smallest act should be permeated with reverence. One of our most basic acts is drinking water. Without it, we could not sustain ourselves. Water cleanses us, cools us, and is an essential component of most of our biological processes. But when we drink it, are we aware of what it does? Do we think of its source and all the efforts that make it possible for us to have this simple glass of water? Being spiritual means not taking things for granted. Quite the opposite. You remember how everything comes to you fits you. You remember how everything that comes to you fits into an overall scheme. You acknowledge the precious quality of everyday things. And you maintain a gratitude for both the good and the bad in your life. And for a moment, think of a few things that you're grateful for. I invite you to just let your mind jump around. We'll do this for maybe 15 seconds. And I know there's so much more, but I think part of being grateful and what resonates with me with this reading is the awareness of little things. You know, maybe the scrub jay that came to visit earlier in the day, so we put out some cashews, or the caterpillars climbing up the milkweed or climbing down or finding the chrysalis. Those little things, they make me feel so grateful and aware. And you know how just the monarchs, you know, we have it's monarch season here. There's caterpillars, there's butterflies, there's chrysalises. I mean, we see the whole cycle of life. And when you see the whole cycle from beginning to end, you know, we see the monarchs mating and then laying their eggs. Wow, how beautiful. And then every now and then we find a dead one. So the cycle of life, where things come from, where they go, just never ending. And I'm so very grateful for everything. And I know you are too. And so let's bring our awareness to our bodies and smile to your body with a deep breath. And you can close your eyes. We're going to do a slow body scan I like to start at the top of the head, and we can bring our awareness to the 5-way point, that portal that connects us to heaven, and feel it softening. And then take a deep breath breathing in the light of both the sun and the moon. Imagine your brain receiving it and filling with light and relaxing. And perhaps you can even feel the muscles around your skull relaxing a little bit. Lately, I've been loving the image of the peaceful lake as my brain. No ripple, just peace and calm. And then bring your awareness to your third eye and smile and thank your intuition. Imagine the third eye getting bigger. You absorb more, turning on your extra sensory perception. Breathe insight into the back part of your brain. We want the brain to accept our intuition and work with it. And then let's thank our eyes. Feel your eyes relax in their sockets. Thank your nose and your cheekbones. Wiggle the bottom part of your jaw. And thank your mouth and teeth and gums and tongue. One of the biggest ways we receive chi, receive energy, is via food. And then bring your awareness to your neck and shoulders. Can you sense your neck softening and your shoulders becoming heavier? And then let's take another deep breath as we breathe in fresh oxygen, another way of receiving chi, the energy of the air that we need to breathe. As you exhale, feel yourself getting a little heavier. And with your next breath, sense the back of your lungs. Front and back and sides, we're really 360 degrees. Let's smile to our heart as we imagine it beating and pumping blood. And you might sense your rib cage as you breathe. Let's thank all of our organs that are protected under our ribs. We thank them for all the jobs that they do. We don't have to think about breaking down food, digesting it. Our body just naturally does it, transforming food into energy we can use. And then let's relax our bellies, our lower Dan Tiens. We'll be working with our lower Dan Tiens today, moving energies around, getting energies to flow, not be stagnant. Sense your sit bones. Relax your buttocks. Sense your legs relaxing. And let's thank our legs for transporting us. Thank our knees, our ankles, our feet, our toes. And let's thank our arms and let them relax. Imagine the triceps and the biceps all softening. Spacious elbows, long forearms, spacious wrists, and no tension in your hands. And then bring your awareness to the feet and specifically the top of the arch, the kidney 1 point, the bubbling spring, and soften. And imagine there's an interchange of energy, that yin energy, beautiful energy of the earth that's nutritious and loving, comes up into our bodies. And through this portal, we can let go of stress and pain, illness, worry. Breathe from your feet to the top of the head, bathing yourself with the yin. Summertime, it's a lot of yang. You need more yin. Smile at the top, hold the breath. And then just imagine that muddy geyser leaves your head, going up towards the sky. And then let's breathe in from the top of the head, bathing our whole body with blessings from heaven. Let it pass through you. Feel yourself softening to receive. Energy moving. Let's lengthen the spine with a deep breath. Sense your tailbone, sense the vertebra. And then let's breathe into the belly and then draw it up into the chest, filling up and then emptying out. Smile to your mind as you say to yourself, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. And let's send a blessing out into the world. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. And may all beings be peaceful. Smile to yourself and let this be your mantra whenever you feel yourself stressed and worried. I am well. I am happy. I am peaceful. And that brings us right into the present moment. And we'll come out of this little meditation. I like to sway gently, wiggle toes and fingers, take a deep breath. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. I know some of you are going to be seated today. That's just fine. And you can do everything seated, but I'm going to go ahead and stand up. And let's begin with some real functional movement. And so let's bring our feet to about hip distance and clasp your hands together, interlace the fingers, and begin to move the wrists. So we've been starting the class lately with some joint opening, softening the joints, making more space in the joints. Now, shift your weight to one foot. You can do this seated and begin to move one ankle. So you can do circles if you want to play with balance, that's fine. You don't have to. You can keep the ball of the foot on the ground. And then switch over to the other foot and begin to move that ankle and that foot. Take a deep breath. And then change again. When we have loose, flexible joints, there's more space for the energy to travel. We're loosened up, we're not stiff. And then let's go to the other foot again. Good. Give it a little shake. Bring the feet a little closer together. And we're going to do a little change. So let's go around to the right with the knees, to the back and to the left and to center. And now let's go to the left, the back, and center again. So not making full circles. Let's do one more each side. Oops, and last one. And then let's separate the knees a little bit at more hip distance. And we're going to make circles inward. So the knees come in to the back, out to the side and the front. And then let's go the other way. Deep breath in. And then standing upright, let's bring some energy into the hips. And let's do the same as we did with the ankles. So we go around and to the front, and then around to the back, and then to the front. Now, if you prefer to make full circles, that's fine with me. I thought I'd just mix it up a little today. Find your edges. So if you're seated, let's see, well, I guess you'll figure it out. I'm not sure how to do it. I think you can move around. And then let's move our arms. Deep breath in. And then other direction. Good. And then with our heads, let's look off to the right and then bring the chin down to the chest and then look off to the left. Let's bring the chin to the chest, look off to the right and other side. And let's do that one more time each side. And then let's look up and to the side, up and to the side. One more time each side. So we're not really doing this with the breath. We're just waking up our bodies. And then let's do some head circles. This is always nice for our neck. And then other way. Good. We're going to do a little spiraling dragon. This is really nice for shoulders, elbows, and wrists. So we start with the palm down, and then the thumb goes down, and then continue to draw your shoulder forward as the thumb goes behind you. We come across, reach, bring the arm overhead, reach to the side, leading with your pinky finger, bring it into the side of your body. And then there's a twirl, we spiral. Let's do it with the breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look at your hand. This will also involve the neck if you look at your hand. So really multitasking. Breathe into your shoulder. And then breathe into your elbow. Sense it rotating. And then let's breathe into the wrist. Bring the pinky finger in towards the navel. Let's go the other way. So it's a reaching out, look up, stretch, and then let's bring it in. So the spiral is more in front of the lower Dan Tiens. Inhale up. The hand is in front of the belly. Breathe into your neck. Sense your pelvis. What's it doing? It might be spiraling also. And let's do one more. And then go ahead and move this arm. Let's bring the arm across the body, grab your elbow, pull it in towards your chest, and we're stretching our shoulder and upper arm. And then let's bring this elbow up and grab the elbow and pull. So we're pulling it back a little bit. You get a nice stretch in the upper arm, the triceps. And then relax, shake it out. And then let's do spiraling dragon on the other side, starting with the palm down, thumb towards the back behind you. And let's go. I have a slight bend in my knees. Little pinky spirals into your waist. With the breath, inhale, reach beyond your fingers. Exhale, bring it in. Bring it all in. 3, loose bodies. Breathing into the shoulder. Into the elbow. And then focus on the wrist. Bringing that pinky into the navel. Let's reverse. And I like this. It's almost like an offering, sharing motion. Reaching, stretching. This is your body. So go to whatever edge feels good for you today. We stretch open the ribs, squeezing and stretching our inner organs. Notice your pelvis. What's it doing? Last two. Deep breath in. Good. And then allow your arm, if you want to move both arms, that's fine. If you want to just move this arm, notice how it feels. And then let's draw the arm across, grab your elbow, give it a nice stretch. You might want to pull a little bit. And then bring the elbow up overhead, hand goes behind, down the back, and then use your hand to pull the elbow in towards the head. Nice stretch. Very good. Relax, release, shake it out. Let's interlace the fingers in front of the heart, still warming up our bodies and our joints. Interlace the fingers, palms to the sky. Look up. Now, if your shoulders are compromised, keep your hands by your shoulders. You can still get the arch. And then soften your body and let's do a forward bend. Relax the head down, look through your knees. Feel your spine lengthening by itself. Bend the knees, let's roll up. Let's come up. Big stretch. And this time let's tip our bodies off to the side a little. Feel the ribs opening. So much of life is awareness, the gratitude. What are we aware of? Where does our water come from? How many people and generations did it take for us to be able to just turn on water in our sinks? And everything like that, everything in life. Where does it come from? Who's involved? Big breath of gratitude for how easy our lives are. I think what this practice does for me is it really turns on my awareness. And then let's look up and then let's look down again. So we're reaching towards the earth and towards the sky. And we'll be playing with that in just a little bit. And then let's come up halfway. If you place your hands on your legs, let's take a wider stance. So if you're seated in a chair, what we're doing is we're stretching the inner leg and behind the knees. You shift your weight to one side. Find that nice stretch. And then let's switch. Deep breathing into those muscles that are stretching. Let's come back to center. We're going to do that one more time each side. You get to decide how low you go. If you want to put your hands on the ground, that's fine. And then one more time, the other leg. And let's stay here and see if you can grab your knee or your shin or your ankle and give yourself a little pull. A little assisted stretch here. And then transfer to the other side and grab the other ankle. Notice where you feel it, breathe into it. And this time, let's let the hands rest on the ground, toes forward, straighten your legs, pull your head closer to your body and get that nice stretch. And then walk your feet in and take your time rolling up. Let's do a little spontaneous movement. Nice supple joints, lots of space created for movement, energy movement. Notice your ankles, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, elbows, wrists, your neck and head. Good. Let's do a little bit of twisting. So ringing the temple bell. Before we do that, let's gather one time the three treasures of energy, earth, life, and heaven, and bless yourself. Smile to your mind. Thank it. Thank your neck and shoulders. Thank you, beautiful body and all the core organs. Thank you, systems. Thank you, fluids. Thank you, bones. Thank you, joints. And a little shake. Bring your hands to the heart. Let's gather the energy of life and nature. Bring it in, breathe it in. And then open, palms up. This is sage pose, standing sage. Now from the heart, stretch. So you want to feel the pectoral muscles stretching. Reach your arms away from your shoulders. Feel the upper arms stretching. Space in the elbows. Feel your forearms stretching. And then stretch your palms wide. Open the Lao Gong. And then let's reach up to the sky again. And then soften, breathing in light, insight, inspiration. Can you feel your body naturally soften to receive these blessings? Let the fingers feel heavy. Imagine water dripping off of them. And then let's start to bring the temple bell. Start slow, side to side, hands tap the body. Really start a little massage, getting blood and energy flowing. Find your tailbone in the back. And find the pubis in the front. Thank you, elimination organs. Thank you, sexual organs. Let the hands begin to rise up a little bit. Backhand finds the sacrum, stimulating the sacral pump, pumping fluids and blood up our spines against gravity. And then over the navel and just behind the Ming Men, the gate of life. Take a deep breath here. Thank you, digestive organs. And then let the hands come onto the ribs. So front ribs, back ribs. Thanking the liver, gallbladder, spleen, pancreas, stomach, kidneys in the back. Let your hands come up a little higher. So the adrenal glands in the back, and then right onto your sternum in the front. And then tap your heart, your lungs, deep breath of gratitude. And then hand over the shoulder. Still finding the kidneys. It doesn't matter which kidney you tap. If you want to extra stretch, if you can tap across, or you can tap just right behind. And then let the arms go. Let your body twist around. Find that nice big twist. Let's do 3 more. And good. Let's rub our hands together. Waking up the chi. 1 clap. And then tap our heads. Thank you, brain. Tap all over your head. Back of the brain, side of the brain. Imagine you're stimulating the center of your brain, the pineal gland. And then brush. Tap your face. As you come down, close your eyes. Thank you, eyes and nose. Tap your lips. Thank you, mouth. And tap your ears. Give your arms a brush. Thank you, arms. And then let's brush down our body. Brush one leg. Thank this leg. And then brush the other leg. Good. And I like to rub my pelvis. Whatever it feels like it needs to be rubbed right now. If you have knee issues, you might want to rub your knees a little. Shoulder issues, you can rub. If you have a lot of stress, put your hands over your lungs, right on your chest, kind of right here. And that's very calming. So if you feel stressed out and worried and anxious, hey, just take a deep breath and tell yourself you're okay. and then relax. We're going to move energy in our lower Dan Tiens. So let's wake up the chi in the hands again. Do a little clap. And I'm going to make a circle. I'm going to show you this from the side, that we're connected to the earth and also to the lower Dan Tien. And we're going to make a circle. So the hands come in and they go out. Go a little further away from the body and come in. And then I'm going to shift the weight to wherever the hands are going. And then let's put some intention here. So let's pause. And as we are close to the belly, it's a gentle pushing away, push. And then it's a pulling in. Bring it to the belly and then push away. Inhale, pull, and push. It comes from a Tai Chi form. I think it's the Chen form. So it's a pulling and a pushing. Let's do two more. Connected to earth, receiving from the earth. Let's pull it in and we'll rest at the center of our belly. And then let's reverse it. So there's a clearing out. And then a pulling in. Inhale. Let's exhale. And then pull it in. Exhale. Inhale. Imagine energy in your belly spiraling. Sense that pulling, sense the weight shift. Let's do three more. Energizing our lower dantian, getting rid of what we don't want. Pull it in, push it away. Last one. Let's place our hands over our lower dantian. Close your eyes for a moment and drift. Relax your belly. Thank you, body. In these last few weeks, we've been working on the Tai Chi pole, clearing out so we can be the empty vessel receiving. So I thought we would do some parting the earth and parting the sky today. The palms are up as we bring them to the lower dantian. And then with the inhale, the palms rise up to the middle dantian, the heart mind center. And then palms down as we exhale and we part the earth. So the hands go out to the side. There's a slight push. With the inhale, the palms come up back to the heart. And then we roll the palms down to the earth and the palms go to the belly. Roll the wrists, bring it up to the heart, rise up. Exhale like water, let stuff go. Emotions, worry, anxiety, push it away. Gather fresh water, fresh soil, bring it into the heart. Let it rest in your belly. Let's gather any negative thinking about ourselves. That's so not useful. And then we let it go and we push the earth deep away. And let's gather metals, gold, silver, platinum, reminding ourselves we are valuable. We remind our heart mind and then we let it rest into our belly, lower dantian. Gathering, releasing, gathering, flush water like a geyser. Let it flush and clear and cleanse. Exhale into the belly. Let's do two more. What are you letting go of? Is it physical, mental, emotional, spiritual? Push it away. Imagine touching the heart of Mother Earth, bringing in love and compassion for ourselves. One more. Let the hands rest on the lower dantian. Touch your body. Are you relaxed? Your buttocks relaxed, belly relaxed, perineum relaxed. And then let's transition to parting the sky. So with the palms are up, actually for this one, yeah, they come up to the heart, and then we're going to come up to the heart, and then the palms face us. So we're looking at our palms as we come up to the head, and then we roll the hands. So the back of the hands are almost touching, and we clear the sky, parting the clouds. The palms roll over, palms up, gather from the moon, the sun, the stars, and we give ourselves a bath of yang energy, vitality, youthful energy. Bring it to the lower dantian. Inhale back up to the heart. Exhale back to the lower dantian. So with the inhale, the palms rise, bathe the face, roll the wrists, and push the clouds away. Roll the wrists so they face up. Inhale. Exhale to the belly. Moving energy, clearing it out. Inhale up to the heart. Exhale to the belly. Let's clear away thinking. Just gather those thoughts and clear it out of the head. Whatever makes us worried, keeps us up at night, let it go. And gather wisdom. Wisdom that knowing that everything's going to be just fine, just as things are supposed to be. Bring that energy to your heart and into the belly. Remind your heart that everything's going to be just fine, as it always is. Remind your body. Inhale. Exhale. You can gather divine energy if you like, angels, whatever you like. Maybe it's your spirit you're bathing yourself with. Sometimes we lose our spirits a little bit. They don't lose us, but we forget. So let's remind ourselves we are spiritual entities. We push away what doesn't serve us, what's in the way of us connecting to our spirits. Gather the light of your spirit, your essence. Bathe the mind and heart and your belly. And let's do one last one. Gather all the stars in the sky, all the light of the universe, and bathe yourself with light. Let it go down to your feet. Bring it back up to your heart and into your belly. Place the hands on the belly. Close your eyes. Let yourself drift. Where are you? Where do you feel a heaviness or darkness? Or do you sense energy stuck anywhere? Can you breathe into it? Can you find more length? Can you release it, maybe through the mouth? And then open your eyes. Let's rub the hands together. So we're really clearing out. We're going to do a little bit of clearing, and then we're going to practice some lotus to bring wisdom to all of our dantians. But I love this balancing yin and yang. Let's do a little clap. Let's hold our Tai Chi ball, the yin yang symbol. Shoulders relaxed, elbows down, shoulders down. And imagine there's beautiful threads connecting your fingertips. So index fingers connect, middle fingers, ring finger, little finger, thumbs. And then let's stretch it as if they were elastic. Inhale, feel the tension as you pull apart. And then squeeze, feel your hands relaxing as you squeeze together. Feel the stretch with the inhale. Exhale. Can you feel your whole body breathing? Can you sense a rise and as you inflate? Can you sense a sinking and a contraction as you exhale? Let's do 3 more. Slowly as you can go. Whole body breathing, squeezing, compressing the lungs, squeezing the air out, and then filling them up. Can you sense it in all your core? Are you full? And then squeeze all the old air out. Draw the navel to the spine as you pull your belly in. And then let's fill up again from the base, the perineum, all the way up to your shoulders and neck and head. And exhale, give it a nice squeeze. And then holding your ball, one hand on top of the other, let's roll the wrists so the palms face away from each other. And we push up, push down, get a nice stretch. With the inhale, the palms face each other. We draw the yin up, we draw the yang down, they meet at the heart. Clear. Inhale. Bring in healthy energy from the earth, blessings from heaven. Push away at the buts, the what ifs, the doubts. Clear it away. Inhale towards the heart, bringing yin and yang, harmony, balance, unity. Clear away any disharmony, imbalance, and disconnectedness. Let's change the intention. Let's gather the present moment. Past and future meet at the heart, and we clear away worrying about the future, any guilt, shame, worry about the past. Release it and draw in the present moment. Let's do one more each side. This is a variation on balancing yin and yang. And let's have the hands meet at the heart. Play with your Tai Chi ball. Let's roll it in towards us. The lion playing with the sun. So we let your whole body go loose here. Find a sway and rock. The lion playing with the sun, that male energy, light, activity, vitality, youthful energy, youthful heart, youthful mind, youthful spirit. And then let's pause. And the lion plays with the moon. So we roll the other way. The ball is rolling, the moon is rolling away from us. But every time we bathe ourselves with the wisdom of the moon, the nurturing energy of the moon, the energy of self-care, caring for others, compassion, the energy of hope, female, dark energy, still energy. Breathe in inner stillness. And then let's hold our ball. I just hate to waste a good Tai Chi ball. Let's lift it up over our heads and we bathe our upper dantian with balance, harmony, unity. Soften as you let it flow into the middle dantian. Emotions, thoughts, everything calm, body healthy and relaxed. Feel heavy as this energy is flowing down and out. And then give your body a little shake. It's lotus season. If you have a chance to go to a garden that has lotus, now is the time. They come up. I love the whole symbolism of the lotus. They live in dirty, swampy areas that no other animals really like to live in, except for maybe little fish and insects. But their roots go deep into the muck, and that's where they draw their beauty from. So life is challenging, but sometimes those darkest points are our best life lessons, and it helps us to see the beauty of life. And certainly the lotus is a good example of that. I was talking to someone the other day. It's like, why are those lessons, why do they have to be so painful? But we appreciate them eventually. So the lotus rises up out of this muck, and then it forms a big bud. I mean, it's bigger than my hand. And then it blooms into this glorious pink and yellow and white flower that only lasts for 2 to 3 days, while the roots last forever, or for as long as the lifespan of the lotus. But so I love the whole analogy. So let's make our bud. And so the hands, the palms aren't touching. There's space between the hands. And let's bring it down below our belly. Toes point forward, tailbone down. The lotus are considered symbols of wisdom, the rising out. So let's begin to rise our hands up towards the heart, bringing wisdom from the lower dantian up to the heart. And here the bud now points upwards, fingers up towards the sky. Let's take 2 breaths here, breathing in the wisdom of the lotus. And then let's bring the wisdom up to the third eye. You can have your thumbs rest, if you like, on your third eye, or they don't have to. But we bathe our mind with the wisdom of the lotus. And then the lotus bud, I'm going to have to step back, lifts up. So if your shoulders are compromised, keep your lotus, lower, but otherwise lift up to the sky. Let's shift the weight to one leg. And we want to arch and look up if that's possible. And then come back to center. Shift the weight to the other leg. Arch and look up the other side or other direction. And then come back to center. And let's let our lotus flower bloom open. So we're going to open. And we show the world our beauty. Let's stretch our palms, stretch your fingers, absorb wisdom from heaven. And then let's gather it up. The lotus closes up at nighttime. And let's bring the hands and the thumbs to the third eye again, breathing in the wisdom of the lotus. 2 breaths. Feel your head soften. Feel your third eye open. And then bringing the hands to the heart area. 2 breaths. Middle dantian. And then let the fingers point down as we come to the lower dantian, bringing wisdom to our bodies. And the lotus has wonderful seeds that they release into the water. And so I like to think of them as heavy baggage that I no longer need to hang on to. But then I open and I release the lotus seeds and they float down. They find the muck. They sink deep into the mud. Then they begin to take root. And let's bring the hands back to the lower dantian. Make your lotus bud. Drawing wisdom from the darkest points of our lives or deep, deep, muddy places. And then let's bring that wisdom, those lessons learned, up to the heart. 2 breaths as we breathe the wisdom into our emotions and into our thoughts. And then the lotus comes up to the upper dantian, letting the thumbs rest on the third eye. We smile to our spirit. Our spirit is resilient and immortal, recovers from trauma. And then let's raise our arms up over the bud, reaches towards the sun, stretch, and then let's open. This time in full bloom, shift the weight and look up, arch, heart to the sky, third eye to the sky. Receive wisdom, come back to center, and then weights on the other leg. Find the arch. Know that you are beautiful like the lotus. You are unique. You're special. You have gifts. Let's breathe in our gifts. And then let's begin to close and harness those gifts as we close up for the night. Bringing the bud down to the third eye. Let's take 2 breaths here. Breathe this energy to the back of the mind. And when you're ready, to your heart, knowing that you are beautiful, your thoughts are kind, patient, compassionate, trusting. Breathing in peace of mind. And breathing in fearlessness. The lotus is pretty fearless. Let's bring the bud down to our lower dantian. Not being afraid to go where others don't want to go, not being afraid to examine our emotions, our fears. And then let's release our seeds. Let it go. And then we bring the energy all the way up. Let's make the bud. We'll come all the way up to the top, open, and become the best, most beautiful humans we can be. Let's make the bud one more time at the heart as we honor our inner wisdom, the wisdom of our bodies, the wisdom of our spirits. And then let's bring the hands to the lower dantian. Release the lotus for today. Close your eyes and thank your body. Tell your body you're so grateful for it. And then find your heart, the middle dantian. Thank your thoughts and emotions. And let the thoughts be clear and emotions calm and compassionate. As we bring our hands up to our third eye, we smile to our spirit. We imagine ourselves glowing from our very center through every tissue, every muscle, every bone. The glow comes out to the skin, and then it goes beyond our skin into our energy field, our aura. And then we bring even more light as we lift the hands overhead. You can open the eyes if you like, and surround yourself with the glow of your essence. And then honor yourself with a little bow. You came to class today, you did some good energy work, some nice exercises for your body. And I honor all of you. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you next time.